Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome back to another video. My voice is a little out today, and it might be because I went to a baseball game last night, and so therefore I did a little bit of yelling, but also this morning I was a little stuffed up as well, so it's possible that I might have just a bunch of mucus clogged up in my throat. I don't know what's going on. Either way, I physically do feel fine, so I definitely don't think I'm sick, but either way, my voice is just not fully there today, so I apologize for that. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about if Call of Duty is heading in the right direction. Are they making the right decisions to make Call of Duty one of the best franchises there is out there right now, especially with the first-person shooter market? And of course, Call of Duty has always been there up at the top, but you know, there's been a lot of different changes that Call of Duty has made that really change what the game that we see today is. You know, it's so much different than what we saw back in the older days of Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2, the old Modern Warfare games. Things are much different now in Call of Duty. And before we get into any more details about this main topic, for those of you who are subscribed to my channel, or maybe if you're not subscribed to my channel, I recently have been uploading videos basically doing live commentaries of playing video games. The first one was Halo Infinite, and then the second one, I went back and played Infinite Warfare, did a live commentary on that. For those of you who have watched that video, and if you haven't yet, I recommend watching it because I want some feedback on them. You know, I want to know if I should continue doing live commentaries on the channel, because it is different kind of content than what I normally do, where it's kind of like a sit-down podcast, like talking. That's what I normally do. You know, it's podcast commentary type videos is normally what I do, and so I kind of want to go out of my comfort zone, do some live commentaries, and if that's something you guys like and would like me to expand upon it a little bit more, then I'll definitely do it, and I'm definitely going to continue in the future. But right now, I just want to hear your guys' feedback on those live commentaries. Like I said, if you haven't watched them yet, go back and watch them and provide feedback in the comment section of that video, or comment on this video. It doesn't matter what video you comment on, I will be able to see it, and I can always reply to you, and of course leave a heart on your comments, because I pretty much do that with the majority of comments on my channel. Either way, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the Call of Duty franchise here. The first thing I want to talk about is post-launch content, because I personally feel like Call of Duty is heading in the right direction when it comes to this. And so before Modern Warfare 2019, we had map packs where each map pack cost $15, and of course you could buy the season's pass and basically have all the maps paid for ahead of time, but realistically it wasn't that good of a system, because for one, it would actually split up the player base. And what I mean by this is that it would be so inconsistent of which lobbies you would get into. Like, so let's say for example you're a seasons pass member. If you were a seasons pass member and you had all the map packs downloaded, then you would only match with people who also had all the map packs downloaded. But let's say you only had DLC 1 and DLC 3 downloaded. If you only had those two map packs downloaded, then you would only match with people who had those two map packs downloaded as well. And so the matchmaking in general just became very inconsistent, and it would become extremely difficult to even find lobbies, especially with older Call of Duty games. Like, literally, why are map packs still $15 to this day from older Call of Duty games? Just give it out to free so it's easier for us to find lobbies. It's completely ridiculous. That's why a lot of people who go and play older Call of Duty games, they just delete all their map packs, because literally it's more than likely people who are playing older Call of Duty games don't have any of the DLC packs paid for, and so that's why a lot of people will go back and play those games and just have all the DLC disabled. And so I think that's definitely a good thing why we've gone to this seasonal system, and why future maps are now free to everybody, because now everybody has access to all the content, which I think is awesome. And so definitely post-launch content is definitely a step in the right direction. And same with weapons as well. You know, even though let's say you missed out on season 3 of Black Ops Cold War and you didn't get the weapons for that season, well, you can just go ahead and just unlock challenges in game to get them for free. So all future weapons are free. They're not locked behind supply drops. They are available for you to get for free by going to a certain point in the battle pass, or by completing challenges in game if you missed that season. So I think that is definitely a step in the right direction. Not to mention with the battle pass, even though each battle pass technically costs $10, all it really takes is for you just to complete one battle pass, and then you have enough COD points to pay for the next battle pass. And so literally I've never spent a dime on COD points. Literally all the COD points I have on my account from like pre-order bonuses and stuff like that. And so I had enough COD points to buy the very first season of Modern Warfare's battle pass, and ever since then I've been able to get to tier 100 in every single season, so I never actually had to pay a dime for a battle pass. And so I really really like the system a lot more than what we saw in the past with DLC map packs. The next three topics I'm going to be talking about kind of go hand in hand with each other, but the first one is disbanding lobbies. This personally isn't like a huge deal with me personally, just because I don't really interact with people in game chat that much. Usually I'm always in a party chat with my friends and I'm playing by myself, or if I'm playing with my friends and we're in a party chat, and so we just don't really talk to people in game chat too often. And so this is something that personally doesn't really bother me too much, but I know it definitely bothers a lot of other people, because there's that social aspect that's basically being taken away from us. Because what happens at the end of every match ever since Modern Warfare 2019 is at the end of the match, you would leave that lobby automatically and you would get put into a different lobby the next game. And sometimes you'll get put into the same lobby, but that's usually like if you're playing late at night and there isn't like many people online at the time or something like that. But more often than not, you're going to get put into a different lobby after the match is over, and that's something that a lot of people definitely don't like, and I personally don't really like it either. I definitely think that social aspect should be there for Call of Duty, because a lot of people do make friends online playing video games, and so you could be playing with some really cool people, you guys end up clutching a win in Search and Destroy or something, it was awesome, but then the match ends and you're not able to play again with each other. Obviously, you could probably go into your recent players and then message them and you're able to hook up and stuff like that, but more often than not, that doesn't really happen. You know, the game ends and that's over. You don't get to play with them again. And so I think disbanding lobbies needs to go away. Just stick with what we had in the past and just keep the lobbies the same. If people want to leave and find a different lobby, then they can go and do that themselves. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. So disbanding lobbies definitely needs to be going away. But another thing that kind of goes into this is map voting. This is something that we do have in Black Ops Cold War, but I'm afraid we're not going to see this in Vanguard, because we didn't see it with Modern Warfare 2019. And as you guys know, Vanguard has a lot of aspects of that game that are very similar to Modern Warfare 2019, and one thing we didn't see in Vanguard beta was map voting, and we didn't see this in Modern Warfare 2019 either. I think map voting should be a staple in the Call of Duty series, because for one, the players get to decide what map they get to play on before the match starts, which I think is awesome. Also, it doesn't actually force players to play on a map that maybe they just don't want to play on, so it gives them that opportunity to actually kind of vote for something different. Also, something we don't see in Black Ops Cold War that we definitely saw in older Call of Duty games was the option to pick a random map. Now, in Black Ops Cold War, you only have, like, let's say, Raid and Nuketown to choose from, and that's it. But we used to have an option where you can pick for a random map, and of course, if the majority votes for that, then you get a random map to vote for, right? And so, I just don't get why we don't have the random map voting thing in Black Ops Cold War. Like, it's so easy to put into the game. How come it's not there? And so, of course, with Modern Warfare and with Vanguard so far, I don't know if this is going to be in the full game or not, but I have a very good feeling we're not going to see map voting in Vanguard, is that they should definitely just have map voting, right? Like, and this is also a very good way for the developers to get feedback on what some of the popular maps are in the game, and they'll get a better understanding why people aren't voting for certain maps, and so they'll be able to understand, like, okay, why aren't people voting for these maps? So they do a little bit more research, and like, okay, people aren't voting for those maps because they don't like this part of the map, they don't like the way it flows and stuff like that, so they understand, okay, when we make future maps for this game, let's just not go in the direction of that map, since people don't like playing on it. And so I think map voting can be super beneficial for the developers, and it's also very helpful for players to kind of have that democracy and actually pick the map they want to choose before the map starts. So yeah, by far, map voting needs to come back. And then of course there is skill-based matchmaking, which kind of ties in with map voting and disbanding lobbies as well. Skill-based matchmaking, I'm not going to go into too deep of it, but literally nobody wants it. I don't know anybody that really wants skill-based matchmaking in a Call of Duty game. I mean, when it comes to ranked play and league play, obviously, like, a skill-based matchmaking needs to be in it. You need to be paired up with people similar skill level. That's the whole point of playing ranked play and league play, is to play against players of similar skill level as you. It's supposed to be competitive, but when it comes to casual matchmaking, leave that alone. Just leave skill-based matchmaking out of it. Like, there's just no reason why it should be in there. And for one reason, like, you know, I'm not like too hardcore that it just needs to be completely removed from the game. Obviously, there needs to be a little bit of skill-based matchmaking in casual playlists, but my biggest concern and my biggest thing I hate about skill-based matchmaking being a lot more strict in these recent Call of Duty games is the fact that connection is not nearly as good. I went back and played Infinite Warfare, and I can tell you I've had matches that had way better connection playing that game than playing Black Ops Cold War or Warzone or even Modern Warfare. It was like, really? Like, there's barely anybody playing Infinite Warfare. I'm sure there's barely anybody playing this game, and my connection's better in this game than playing a more current Call of Duty game. That just makes zero sense to me. And so that's really my biggest gripe about strict skill-based matchmaking, is not being able to have that decent connection that you should when playing an online multiplayer match. Now, I get my internet's not that great, but seriously, like, older Call of Duty games give me better connection, and nobody's even playing those games compared to the current ones. Like, it makes no sense at all. So yeah, get rid of strict skill-based matchmaking. There's definitely should be something in there for casual matchmaking, but not as strict as what we see it right now. Just get rid of it, please. And this next thing I'm going to bring up is a little surprising to some of you maybe, but I don't think Treyarch should be making zombies every single year, and that we don't know if Treyarch is going to be developing zombies every single year for Call of Duty, but it kind of seems like they're on track for doing that. We're seeing them create zombies for Vanguard, and that really has me concerned, because based on really credible leaked information, there's a lot of assets from Vanguard zombies that have came from Black Ops Cold War, such as the salvage, the upgrade system for our armor and our weapons, and the pack-a-punch system. All of it's basically going to be the same in Vanguard, and I personally don't really like that, because zombies has always been like this really unique experience where they kind of change it up the gameplay a little bit each time it comes out, and they definitely changed it up a lot with Black Ops Cold War. I've enjoyed Black Ops Cold War zombies, but you know, I think everyone can agree that zombies has gone downhill after Black Ops 3 zombies, and the reason why Black Ops 3 zombies was so successful is because Treyarch had so much time to actually create Black Ops 3 zombies, and then when they came out with it, they just went out with basically a bang, essentially. And of course, Zombie Chronicles was a pretty help for it as well, but either way, the reason why Black Ops 3 zombies was successful is because they had time to actually create it. And if Treyarch is going to be creating zombies every single year for Call of Duty, it doesn't matter what developer is creating that Call of Duty game, like, if they're creating zombies every year, then the quality is just not going to be there, and that's something I don't like. So I really think that they should hold off on not making zombies every year. I don't think Call of Duty needs a co-op mode every single year either. The multiplayer is the main focus for their Call of Duty game, so just ignore co-op mode, and then every 3 years or so, Treyarch can come out with their zombies mode, and of course it will be a banger because they had so much time on their hands to develop these maps. And I just feel like the quality is just not there anymore. Treyarch has kind of lost that touch with zombies, and that's part of maybe Jason Blundell leaving, and a lot of other developers leaving Treyarch as well. But seriously, I just don't think that zombies should be made by Treyarch every single year. They definitely need to give them more time to create better quality content. I literally just hit my mic there. You guys probably heard that. But anyway, let's talk about the last thing in this video, which is Warzone. Personally, Warzone can be such a better battle royale. I feel like if they made it more like Blackout, where you actually had to scavenge for weapons and actually pick up like healing items and literally anything else about Blackout. Honestly, Blackout I think was really fun, and I think if they took a lot more aspects of Blackout and put them into Warzone, I think Warzone would be a lot more fun for me personally. But I still play Warzone to this day. I love playing it with my friends. We always have a good time playing it. But either way, the thing about Warzone is that it's Call of Duty's main focus right now. That's what the majority of people are playing when it comes to the Call of Duty franchise. They're playing Warzone, not multiplayer. And so now that when these developers make future Call of Duty titles, at least they're kind of catering more to Warzone. Let's be honest here. Like Vanguard, it's so much like Modern Warfare 2019 that it's like almost a copy and paste with a World War II coat of paint over it. It's not quite exactly the same now that I got my hands on it, but still there's a lot of things about Vanguard that's really similar to Modern Warfare 2019. And if you look at Warzone, Warzone is literally the battle royale for Modern Warfare. Like, I don't care what any of you say. You could be like, oh, Warzone is the Call of Duty battle royale, you know, all these Call of Duty titles are being integrated into it and whatever, but I don't care about that. It's literally Modern Warfare's battle royale. I don't care if Black Ops Cold War weapons are in there. Sure, they're in the game, and you could say like it's this unified battle royale experience for Call of Duty, but it's not. Warzone was not designed to be this unified Call of Duty experience for battle royale. It's literally Modern Warfare's battle royale. You could say whatever you want to say about Warzone, but it's Modern Warfare's battle royale, okay? Doesn't matter that Black Ops Cold War weapons are in the game, or there's some other features like an RCXD is in Warzone. It doesn't matter. It's literally Modern Warfare's battle royale, and I do not like Modern Warfare. I've been very open about that on the channel, and so I feel like if they were to actually just start from scratch and make another battle royale game, they need to start from the ground up, making its own game, not something tied to another Call of Duty game, and literally just add whatever the heck they want in it from every Call of Duty game, and then I think it would make a much better Battle Royale experience than what we see in Warzone. Even though Warzone's already pretty popular, but you know, there's still a lot of issues with the game, like hackers, like seriously, we're waiting for that anti-cheat. So anyway, that's really everything in this video. You know, is Call of Duty hitting the right direction? In some areas, they definitely are, but in some areas, they're definitely not, like having that focus on Warzone more than actual multiplayer. And of course, skill-based matchmaking isn't really helping anything either, but post-launch content is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. I know some of you might disagree, but that's definitely the most positive thing I've seen about Call of Duty the past couple of years, is that post-launch content, I think, is a lot better than what we saw in older Call of Duty games. So anyway, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this very long video, and if you did watch the whole thing, make sure you leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos every single day, and I shall catch you guys later.